Hey girly girlies. Okay, so I'm here getting ready, newly short hair. Wasn't intending for it to be as short as it is, but what are you gonna do? I got addicted to chopping and then couldn't stop. So, I like plopping because when I put my product on in my hair in the shower, I'm upside down. So anything that I put in my hair is going on my face. So I feel like I can't wash my face in the shower. So plopping is my time to really wash my face, get my creams on, get my eye creams on so you can't tell I'm as tired as I really am. And so I feel like when I was plopping, I was kind of multitasking, right? Well, so plopping with shorter hair, usually I plop with a t-shirt, but it's laundry day. So we went with a microfiber towel today. And you guys, look what it does to my hair. Okay, first of all, come on. It all just clumps right on my head. Like, there's no getting around this without fully raking things out, right? It's just not, it's not cute. It's not gonna happen. I plopped for a little longer today. When I did it yesterday, it like was plastered to my head. So this is even a little better, but it just didn't work. So I am going to go through after without plopping, right? So I'm gonna go squish and condition my hair. I've done the, I did a clarifying treatment today, or clarifying shampoo. I used the, where is it? The Texture ID. The Texture ID clarifying shampoo. I guess you can't see it, the lights there. And did that. I did a deep conditioning treatment. And so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in and I'm going to totally wet my hair, and I'm gonna put the leave-in in, and then I'm gonna go from there. So I'm gonna stop the video and then I'll show you from there without a plop. And we're kind of just experimenting here, so we'll see what works and what doesn't. So I'll see you back in a second. I'm gonna go and completely wet my hair, and then I'm gonna do the leave-in. See you soon. All right, I'm back. So I just put some leave-in in. I've got some more. I'm using the Shea Moisture. This is my first time trying this, so we'll see how this works. But the raw shea butter restorative conditioner, and I'm using it as leave-in. So what I'm finding is that praying hands is kind of hard because the sides are like so short. So for the sides, the back, what I'm doing, it's kind of just like a rake, but kind of like a putting it all together, right? Not necessarily raking it, but just like squishing it together. And then for the front here, what I did, I can do praying hands, but I felt like that's even hard. I literally just did this and then started scrunching it. So I kind of just prayer hands it all into one thing and then did that. I'm gonna have to lift this up and then scrunch that because it gets stuck to the top of my head and it just looks nasty. So getting these clumps nice and conditioned with some leave-in. Okay, so then from here, I would just apply the gel. All right, so for gel, I am using my homemade flaxseed, as my sons like to call it, my bowl o' boogers. And okay, so my oldest, he's 9. He asked me if he could take it to school for show and tell. And I'm like, why would you do that? And he's like, just to show him, to tell him that it was all my snot and I just saved it up. It's like, you're disgusting. My boys are like boys. Okay, so for the gel, I don't want to disturb like the clumps. So back here, I can just do this, right? Oh, there's snot all over my bathroom floor now. I can just do this. It's so short that I can just rake it in. I was also having a problem. I'm gonna get it on here without totally disrupting this because I was not getting enough product in the clumps, right? So it'd go on the outside of the clumps, but then like, see, this is a pretty big clump, so the inside wasn't getting a lot of product. So I cheat a little bit sometimes. I just rake it through, make sure there's a lot of product, and then get it back again, and then scrunch it again. Maybe a little cheating, but it was definitely better having the product in there than completely not disrupting that clump. So it clumps back, so I was okay with that. So I just want to make sure all of the snot is in there. I have 3 boys, so there's lots of snot and lots of poop being talked about in my house. So, all right, so that's the flaxseed gel. And then what I'm gonna do instead of plopping, because I had leave-in before when I plopped, which was basically to let the leave-in, I'm gonna break this one up just so I can scrunch it more. With this gel in it, everything, it literally just scrunches to my head when I plop. So what I am doing now, and what I'm gonna try to do now, is I'm just gonna go straight to diffusing. So a couple of things. Let me get these out of my way while I talk. I'm gonna take my towel, usually a t-shirt, and I'm gonna scrunch it. A lot of the gel is gonna come out. A lot of the product is gonna come out. So I'm gonna scrunch it though, because when I do that, especially without like my bare hands, it makes the curls so much more defined than me just scrunching with my hands. But the problem with doing this, see how much wavier it looks? Problem with doing this is it does get a lot of product out. So I scrunch it with this, I go in and I diffuse a little bit, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna add more gel. And in that, I'm just going to get my hands with gel and kind of just do like a scrunch, kind of do one of these, because I've already got my fingers in there and got the middle of the clumps. And in doing this, it's not getting the product out of the middle, just basically the outside. So I'm gonna leave the clumps as they are, and that's when I'll come in with the gel and kind of just scrunch it in after diffusing a little bit. There's a lot of gel back here. Super slimy, yeah. Diffuse it a little bit. So I'll diffuse it for probably about 10-15 minutes, come back in, put some more gel in, and then I will diffuse it more, a lot more. So that's the process I'm gonna be doing now. I will come back on when it is time to put a little more gel in. All right, so I just diffused some, probably about 10 minutes. It's not dry by any means. It was just to get a lot of the moisture out and see how it started to form the curls here too. So with wavy hair, sometimes when it's wet, it'll be straighter, and then as it dries and as you scrunch, it'll get curlier. So I just diffused it enough so that when I put the gel on again, it will coat the individual curls and not necessarily, when it's super wet, kind of it just clumps together. So I'm not gonna put any more in the back too much, so I'm just gonna scrunch this in. Like I said, I don't need to get too much because I've already kind of raked it in and kind of made sure each one of the coils are, or the clumps, I mean, are coated. So now it's just going in and kind of just making sure that the outside is covered, that each of these clumps have, I'm gonna get the top a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna get in here underneath, trying not to disrupt all of this, and do that. You guys, a lot of my parenting comes from my hair care, right? As far as the part goes, when I diffuse, I'll diffuse upside down, this side, come over here, do this side. When I come back up, whatever the part is, I kind of just let it be. And it's kind of the same way with my children. If I try to force a middle part or anything else other than what it was just naturally, what it naturally wants to do, it's going to rebel and it's not going to cooperate. So there are times when you've got to spray things down, right? If you gotta keep things in place, right? There's times you gotta reel your children in. And then there's times you just gotta let them be and let them do their own thing, right? Don't listen to any of my parenting advice. But yeah, same with hair, right? You just gotta let, as far as your part goes, let it do what it wants to do. It'll It'll do what it naturally wants to do, and that's what's gonna be best for your hair. So, I tried like forcing apart and it just was not good. So anyways, I am going to diffuse it now almost fully, and I'll see you back. Okay, as you can see, I am not done yet, but I wanted to pop on. As I am diffusing, if I notice that there are pieces that aren't waving and curling, some of them are, as you can see, like I would want, I will go in and gently with this, kind of just help it along. Very gently, I don't squeeze. See how they're curling much better? So every once in a while, I'll check in, I'll stop diffusing, and I'll just come in with the t-shirt, and I'll just kind of just help it along a little bit. Sometimes us wavy girls just need a little bit more love and attention to get our hair to do what we want it to do, right? Sometimes. I wish I had hair that I can pop out of the shower and it would zing up. I don't, so I just help it out a little bit. So, little tip as you're diffusing, the Black Orchid is amazing at getting these and drying it like that. But even sometimes with wavy hair, it just needs a little help. So, your shirt, your microfiber towel, and just kind of help it out a little bit. Okay, just a little tip. I'm gonna go ahead and dry out. Hey, all right, so I've been diffusing. It's getting super hot in here. So I've been diffusing for about 30 minutes. It's about 80% dry, which, hello, shorter hair, shorter dry time. I'm liking that. But now I'm gonna show you how I clip the roots. Now, prior to my own chop job, I went and I got a Diva cut. Now, she got on me for not using shampoo. She's like, you don't shampoo your hair every wash? I'm like, no. I was like, I clarify, but no, not every wash either. So anyways, she was like, oh, people are gonna say things. I know when I first started Curly Girl, I was like, if I don't do it exactly this, you know, that I'm not doing it right, and blah, 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 all these things. And I was really just causing so much more stress than I need to. So one thing before I show you the one thing that she was helpful with, there are gonna be things that tips that people get, things that I've said in this video and stuff like that, that are going to apply to you. Some of them are not. All of our hair is different, right? We were all created differently with different thickness, different curl type, different everything. And so there are gonna be some things that work for hundreds of people that don't work for you. That's okay. You learn what your hair needs and then go with it. Some people will look at the way I put in my product and be like, that's so wrong. Maybe, but if I do it the way they did it, my hair wouldn't be what I want it to be. So there are gonna be things that you just have to learn how to do for your hair, and that's okay. And so just real quick encouragement about that, because I know when I first started, I would just stress myself out about everything, and really, your hair is your hair. If you're stressing out about it, you're not loving it. And I know for me, the goal of this is just to learn to love my hair again. And so if that means I've got to disrupt some clumps and, you know, come in and do what I got to do, then that's what I have to do. I'm using all approved products. Even, you know, a lot of the methods is the same. I just have to tweak it a little bit. And so for us wavies, maybe you have to tweak it a little bit. That's okay. So the one thing, all of that aside, the one thing that the person who did my Diva cut did tell me that was super helpful. Oh, look at this curl up here. It's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna disrupt you. Okay, one thing she did tell me was about clipping. I was coming in, I was doing this, and I was putting it parallel to my head and then snipping it, so, which was okay, but my hair, because I diffuse upside down, when I came back up, my hair was getting stuck in it and I had to pull out every curl just to get this out, right? So, super smart, which you guys are probably like, duh, but I didn't think of it, is, oh, good thing I shaved my armpits, is putting the clip perpendicular to your head. That way, when you go down and come back up, you just pull it up instead of your hair getting all in it. Sometimes it does a little bit, but not bad. So I just pull natural clumps, like this was all one natural clump. I pull them together. Here's one natural clump here. I'm gonna lift all of this up together. I'm gonna try to get closer to the root so I don't disrupt that pretty curl there. I'm gonna do this side here because this is pretty flat to my head. So I'm gonna get over here. I'm gonna do it this way. Come in here, just squeeze the natural clump together and clip there. So it kind of just lifts it up a little bit. I put in 4, sometimes 5, depending. Let me look at the mirror so I can see more accurately. I'm gonna pull these okay, so see these curls here? I don't want to clamp on these curls, so I'm gonna pull it back and get right at the roots and kind of just pull up the roots, if that makes sense. I have another one here. And then I'm just gonna clip it there. Okay, so I've got 4 in now. I can probably, I don't want to clip it too close to my head because I don't want it to be like right there. But maybe I will. So, one more right, oh gosh, I don't want to do that. Okay, I'm gonna do it back here so it's not right on the top of my head, okay? So this is what it looks like when I clip my hair, okay? Like I said, other people do it differently and that's totally cool, that works for them. This just happens to be what works for my hair, and I really liked the tip that the lady gave me, putting them straight up, because I was a tangled mess when I got it. So I'm gonna go ahead and diffuse the rest of the way and then I'll be back. Okay, so it seems we're pretty much all dry, kind of. What? Oh, so my baby girl woke up from her nap. So she's here plopping. What, baby girl?
In a phone.
Yeah, on my phone, huh?
What's up?
Okay, hold on. Okay, so usually at this point, it's maybe 95% dry. Like I can feel a few that are kind of damp, but not really. So at this point, what I would usually do, no thank you, is just basically walk around the house like this until it's pretty dry, until it's like dry. I mean, it's pretty dry right now, but I don't have time for that. So today what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go ahead and unclip. See how they pull out real nice when they're up like this? And I literally just flip my head up, so I haven't touched these. So you guys gotta move some. Okay. Well, 1 out of 5 isn't bad. Okay. So here it is. There is a little bit of a cast. So sometimes what I will do with the gel, I know I went in once and I went in once and reapplied the gel. When I had longer hair, sometimes, oh gosh, baby girl, can you come over there, please? Sometimes I will even go in third time, right? The initial time, the second time, and the third time. Hold on, baby girl. Mommy's almost done. I will go in a third time and just reapply gel again. The cast is good, not super hard, but I don't know that I need it with my hair this short. So we'll see how it turns out. Okay, these top curls are like wonky. We'll see. Okay, so funny story. I made the flaxseed gel, right? My husband was like, well, what in the world are you doing? Then I made the rice water. He was like, okay, you're crazy. Then I came home with lube, which I accidentally got the jelly, and I don't know that you're supposed to get the jelly, but it's been working, so I've been using it. So let me know if I'm not supposed to be using it. But I was like, P.S. this isn't for you. Don't touch my lube. And he's like, oh my gosh, first food and now this. What in the world? So I'm just gonna get a little bit of this on my hands. She's got my towel, and usually I will scrunch out the crunch with a towel, but just got some of this on my hands. I'm just gonna come through and scrunch this all out. Like I said, there's not much of a cast right now, so it's not too bad. Okay, but now it's starting to get sticky, so now I'm gonna need the towel. What, baby girl? Okay, let's see. Is your hair? Whoa, so pretty. Oh my goodness. Okay, she has the best curly hair ever. Okay, so I'm gonna get the towel. Now, it's damp. This is what I used for my deep conditioning. I just use it on my baby girl. I put some leave-in in her hair. So it is kind of damp, so I'm not using just a dry shirt or towel. I'm just gonna come in and scrunch it out with this.
What's that?
What's what?
Hi.
Oh, that's my blow dryer.
Blow dryer?
Yeah, that was good, baby girl. You said that good.
I get.
You are good, baby girl.
I get.
Yeah, you are.
I get.
Scrunch it out a little bit. Okay. Ooh, these are big curls today. So usually when I walk around, these will come into ringlets. And if you can see this one starting to form here, this whole thing will like go into one big thing. So I kind of have to break that up through the day. But, so it's not fully scrunched out, but scrunched out enough. So the top, I'm just gonna get some lube. I'm gonna kind of just what, baby girl? So when I've got some frizzy pieces like this one that's just kind of doing its own thing. We're working on her speech. That was so good singing. I'll get some of the frizzy, oh, the wheels on the bus? Oh, very good. I'll kind of get it and just like lube it down a little bit. Do you hear JJ? We'll gotta go get him. We're almost done. Kind of just lube it down a little bit and it'll kind of just tame it a bit. I don't change the shape of it at all. I just kind of smooth it down. So there is my full routine. I will have to get in and do, this is kind of still a little wet, so I don't want to scrunch it out too much, but you get the idea. Scrunch it out, and then I will have to get in. I don't know how, I haven't seen the back, so you guys are seeing it before me, so if it's wonky, sorry, but the back,
Mom,
I don't know how it looks, but I'll have to get on here. Did you even see it? I probably turned right out of the camera's view, huh? Okay. I'll have to go back and look and see if it looks okay. Yeah, baby girl.
what can I eat?
Oh, yeah. To say you're welcome. Good job. So anyway, that's my routine. If you have questions, put them in the comments. Hold on, can you 1 second? Let it go. Yeah. If you have any suggestions for me too, ways that you're like, okay, you could do that so much easier or so much better. Hold on, baby girl, hold on. You can sing and I'll do this. Yeah. Let me know. Because like I said, I love learning from you guys, and so all of your tips and tricks I want to hear, but I'm gonna have to get in and fluff some of this up, move some of these curls around, but that's it for my routine. Hope it was helpful. If you have questions, let me know. And I think I said everything I used, but if you have questions, let me know. All right, have a great day. Bye.